Hey everybody, this is film session on Marquan McCall. He is 6'3", 346 pounds, defensive tackle out of Kentucky. He is number 50 on your screen right up here against the right guard. And I'll be pointing him out throughout this video to show you the strengths and weaknesses of what I'm talking about. It was really hard to find film on him coming out of Kentucky, but this is him against the Missouri offensive line in the SEC. Marquan McCall, best strength is his get off. I put it up there with a DJ Jones. I put it up there with a Puan Winfrey. Marquan McCall with number 50 right there. His get off is unbelievable. To me, he's a poor man's version of DJ Jones and would be excellent in that defensive end 3 tech and a 3-4 defense. I'm a huge fan of Marquan McCall. Another strength of his is he can clog the running lanes. He does command double teams from time to time. And to me, that's a great asset as a defensive lineman. Here he is right here, Marquan McCall. And you saw one of his biggest weaknesses is he does get eat up by strong leverage technique offensive guards. But when he goes against athletic offensive linemen, he does have success. He has great hands at the line of scrimmage. He has a lot more tools to his tool set to me than a Travis Jones from UConn. I think that he has a great Swiss move. I think that he has a great bull rush technique. I think that he has a great his get off is up there for this defensive line class. Here he is right up here, number 50. Again, he's not a great run defender. I think for him, he is strictly a pass rusher. But again, I think with his weaknesses, his run stuffing ability is a concern. His strengths is that he is a great pass rusher at the line of scrimmage to me. I think he's your ultimate boomer bust prospect, but if he has great coaching, can be taught up to be a DJ Jones, can be taught up to be guys like that, those smaller, agile defensive linemen that have a great bull rush at the line of scrimmage. His weaknesses are he has short hands for a 6'3", 346-pound defensive lineman. Here he is right here. Again, you saw that right there with his ability. He's not really a great run defender, and that's a concern coming out of college for me. But I think short hands can get him in trouble in the next level. I think it will. But with proper coaching and proper leverage technique, I think he can ultimately be a great player. There he is right there. Again, you saw in that play, I think he was trying to do too much. I think he relies on that bull rush a little bit too much. I think that he needs to add more tools to his tool set ultimately. And also another thing I found very concerning for me is he's very inconsistent. It's very hard to see him be consistent. I think that this guy, here he is right here, number 50. I think that this guy is basically a 4th or 5th round prospect. I don't think he's nearly a 2nd or 3rd round prospect. I think he's mostly a 4th or 5th round prospect to me. I think he can be a rotational player. I would actually like to see him take over for Draymond Jones. But again, that's wishful thinking with this organization. Again, McCall wasn't on the field a lot. He was only used on certain pass rushing downs. And again, I think he's strictly a pass rusher, not a run stuffer. I don't think he's a 3-down defensive lineman at all. I think you can strictly use him for pass rushing downs against the offense. To me, it was just a very inconsistent film breakdown for me when I was watching him. I think that I would take a chance on him in the 4th or 5th round. A lot of people, this film might scare you off, but again, I think that in certain situations, I think that this guy can be a very solid pass rusher for the Denver Broncos, can ultimately be your... So I think my comparison to him is a DJ Jones, more consistent DJ Jones, but I think a Sylvester Williams type, I think fits his role very well. I think he can become a Sylvester Williams type player with proper coaching. But again, that's wishful thinking on my part with this organization. But let me know what you guys think about Marquan McCall, defensive tackle from Kentucky. He is 6'3", 346 pounds. Let me know what you guys think. Would you take a guy like this in the 3rd or 4th round with his pass rushing athletic traits, with his lower body quickness?